I think it's pretty cool that people are finally able to express how they really feel, because not everyone can fit into the same two boxes that there are.
I think gender inequality is still a huge topic, especially since we're only now solving the big issues that were realized 20, 30 years ago, even 50 years ago.
There are still signs of gender inequality that we need to tackle and talk about.
I think that it's really important because as we break down the norms and as we become more equal, we'll be able to function a lot smoother.
I think it's still very important because where we are now is a product of gender inequality, and it's very much still alive and relevant.
I think gender equality is still a very important topic because even if people were to say that a man and a woman were considered for a job equally, even if they had the same job, the woman still isn't getting paid as much for doing the exact same work.
I would say that I feel comfortable in my gender. It's easy to allow society to hold me down being a woman, also a woman who identifies as queer. But I think with the growing conversation and the growth of how people like me are presented in the world, I think it's becoming easier to be who I am today.
I feel good in my own gender. I think, of course, there are certain pressures that each gender has, but I'm pretty comfortable in my gender, yeah.
I feel very proud to be a woman. Despite all of the difficulties or all of the different or unequal experiences that we have as women, I am very happy that this is the life that I was given.
I feel secure in my own gender. I know not everyone is as lucky that they might not feel that they identify with the gender that they were given at birth, but I do. I think with more young people identifying as gender fluid or non-binary, I think there's probably always been people that feel that way, but they either haven't had the correct term for it or haven't felt that they were in a safe enough space to say that they actually identify that way. So it's nice that there's more options and people are more understanding of that not everyone is the same.
I think we are seeing an increase in individuals who express themselves differently because today we are a much more progressed society, and especially with social media, there is a much greater opportunity for different kinds of people to express their voices.
I think that it's a generation identifying with a label that didn't exist before or wasn't as prevalent or socially acceptable. A lot of young people that may not fit into either category finally having a word for it.
I know people that are gender fluid or non-binary, and it's really just there to help people figure themselves out and be themselves.
I think it's really exciting that more and more people are identifying with an identity that fits them best. And sometimes it's easier to identify with not identifying at all.